Hey there folks, Steve here. Yeah, just out for a little walk. Yeah, I've been thinking over the last few days about the videos I'd put out, the other videos that other people have put out, how that affected me, how comments had affected me. In a way, there was one particular clip, well, just a few words in a video, also of a sort of a YouTube friend walking around the woods, mentioning about staying on the track and respecting the woods, respecting the forest and the nature, and not just invading the forest. And this last few weeks I've had some friends over, and sometimes they also go out walking in the forest. And I noticed then that they're wearing shoes and I'm barefoot. There's a big difference. And so I usually stick to the tracks. You know, when you walk barefoot through the forest, I mean, I'm not trying to promote it or sell it or anything. You know, we've all got bare feet. You know, when you walk, stung. Yeah, when you walk barefoot, you're kind of forced to tread carefully. Now the idea is that in the forest, I mean, you know, you should stick to the track, or at least follow the animal trails, and but it's everywhere in life. You shouldn't be an intruder, really. I don't know, and I don't want to tell you what to do, otherwise then I'm intruding, but, you know, I'm essentially walking through the forest on my own with a camera at arm's length, so you got to remember, it's a lot easier to comment on videos, I think, than to put them up. It's a different playing field. I started putting videos up because I actually wasn't good at writing comments, really. Two different fields. Anyway, where I was, the whole thing, the whole life, treading carefully, not being an intruder, sticking to the tracks where it's necessary and where it's more of an advantage. I don't know, I see that as well in my videos. You know, when I put up a video, I think to myself, what's today's video going to be? And I never really started out like that. I was just thinking I'd go out for a walk, I'd have my camera on me, I'd suddenly get this urge to turn it on and film what I'd said. If what I'd said felt right, then I'd upload it. And then if I considered that it was right for everybody else, then I would publish it. But it still remains a piece of art. It's still performance in that way. You know, when I made this channel, I did decide to try and just reveal all the sides of myself. A lot of those sides I don't like. I mean, I don't like some of the videos I've done, you know, the cynical way that I act, the sometimes arrogant way that I am, or maybe serious or stupid. I could just not publish the videos. I mean, there are videos that I haven't published where I've just thought, you know, it's not worth anything to the world. But then there's other videos where it's like I can't not publish them, you know, and they're the ones I like to do, really. You know, this one now. But to be honest, when I go onto YouTube, I look for people who are talking into the camera or talking to the camera as a human being. You know, what I find more rich is to see what's kind of behind the human being, behind the flesh and blood. I don't know, you know what I mean. You know, tend to look for words, innit? You know, and then you get strung up on words. I could have chosen to do all sorts of things with the channel, really. I mean, I could have made little videos with text or words or information. I've got loads of information to share. Got loads of music to share. Could go out and do live concerts and share that. But I don't know. It's all just one part of the whole. And like I say, when I watch videos, you know, why would I, you know, I suppose it's giving back, you know, it's sharing back. I like to watch others open their hearts. And so the only pledge I've got for that, the only way I can repay that is to just sort of open up my heart. I don't really need to make videos, you know, not to make my life complete, or I don't think I do. Maybe I'm wrong there, but you know, my offline life, my real life, so to speak, the other real life, is quite different to this, although it does reflect that. Of course it does, you know. You know, I think that the world's in a bit of a mess. And I know a lot of people think that. And I know a lot of people would like to change the world, and there's a lot of people sceptical about that and don't trust other people. You know, if I meet somebody in personal life and I ask them, you know, if they're trustworthy and if I could trust them with this precious thing, most of them would say yes. But then if I said to them, would he be trustworthy? Would you trust him? The person would say no, no, no. Like they're the only trustworthy person in the world. Yeah, and I think all people are trustworthy until the point where, you know, they can't keep up the trust. And I don't really know what I'm getting at, people. I think, you know, we don't have a whole lot of trust in each other because there's a certain part of ourselves that's like, you know, you could say an angel and a devil, a good side and a bad side. You know, everybody knows right and wrong. Okay, sometimes it's a grey area, but everybody knows basic right and wrong. You know, bad people, you'd say, oh no, that's not true, some people do bad. Yeah, but they choose to do bad. You know, they're doing bad because they know that it's bad or wrong. Choose what word you like on that, you know. People are out to confuse somebody because they know it's confusing, or they know it's wrong, or they know it's bad, or I don't want to put these words in a negative light. That's not really the point. You know, that could go on a whole philosophy and discussion somewhere else. I'm not here to play that kind of why because game, you know. I'm just out here to open my own heart, really, you know, because I can't do anything else, you know, as far as internet goes. You know, so there's this, what is good then? You know, am I doing good? Well, that's a rhetorical question, you know. You know, it's not about me anyway, you know. I'm not bothered about me. You know, I'm fine, me. You know, and I suppose making these videos does make me feel somewhat, you know, I've got somewhat off my chest, you know. I've seen something on the internet, or heard something from the grapevine about humanity, then I can get it off my chest maybe here. But at the end of the day, we all know that the world needs changing for the better. And we're all, well, no, we're not all, but there's fingers pointing towards the government. And there's fingers pointing towards like secret societies and all kinds of things, theories. When at the end of the day, I think, we could all agree that we can all make a change with it. We are the people. Obviously, so this whole caboodle is basically just a mind game. And when you change that mind game, it changes or whatever, but what's my point really? There is no point. There is no point either. Sometimes I think to myself, oh, they're all happy with a crazy planet, They're all busy playing the games and having something else that's more important than doing something good. I don't know. Yeah. You work it out, you're the ones who've confused me probably. I'm just kind of confused about what people actually want as a substance of their life. Do they just want leaving alone? Do you want leaving alone? Do you want peace? Do you want people to stop telling you about the bad things so that you can just live in ignorance? Or is that ignorance? Because obviously, people have got a duty to inform other people of dangers, really. You would have thought, haven't you? Within reason. Say if there's a storm coming, it's not bad if somebody can tell you so you can evacuate your house or something. And so, if there's a crazy future full of really crazy things that can be used for the good and for the bad, then surely we need to make sure that good prevails. And so then I get concerned, I get concerned in a way that I'm invading YouTube. Just adding to the madness. I might as well just sort of make kids, children's educational videos or something. I don't know, it's an hard one. I haven't really said anything in this video. Yeah, so, yeah, I want what everyone else wants, probably just, live in peace and harmony and stuff. I don't get why people are so resistant to going down that path. I suppose it's because it's not the norm. You need to stop believing in a whole lot of things that's on TV. Your whole world focus becomes dislodged. I don't know. I've never really understood. I've never understood the system anyway. So for me, it's been a lifelong of waiting for people to kind of get to the grips with the fact that it won't work because it's just madness. And so I come out on my own in the forests and talk to you lot about that feeling that I get. And that's all. That's all. Alright, I'm going to leave that one there. See you later.